Tahir. I'm the Chief Enterprise Architect for healthcare industry. So today we will be discussing all-flash FAS. So our primary use case for AFF is all filers. We're also doing a lot of workloads for virtualization. So all our virtualization workloads are currently running on all-flash FAS. So for us, the most valuable features for AFF is the speed, its durability, backup, the time, the workloads that we are using currently, they are much faster than what they used to be. So we're getting a lot of different things out of all-flash. So we use almost all our virtualization workloads on all-flash. Before we migrate to all-flash, we used to use a different vendor for NAS solution. Some NAS and some was block storage. Now the time it takes to run any of our databases, logging and ETLs are maybe 10 times faster currently than what they used to be. So we are getting amazing speeds off of FAS that we never had before. So the user experience, we also use a lot of the AFF for end user storage. All the shared file system, all the file system that a particular user has as a G drive, E drive, F drive, or shared drives between various customers and various departments are all running off of all-flash file system. So now the rendering of FAS is so much faster than what they used to be. And on top of that, we used to do block. We would take block, we would do NFS or do Samba to share those file systems for the users. Now, because they are coming straight off of NFS 3 and 4s, the speed is marvelous. So they're like almost 5 to 7 times faster, rendering all their files, saving all their files, retrieving all their files. So it's amazing. I don't know how much IT support has any bearing on all-flash file system. Now, the only thing that we have provided that is better now is the speed and stability. Now, if you can add that to capabilities, then of course IT has provided that additional capabilities of having that faster rendering and just getting their work done a little quicker. So the biggest workload that we have is maybe 95 to 97% of all virtual workloads are now running on all-flash. It has dramatically changed the way all our VMs work. Now, not only they're faster, a couple of things that are additional is we do snaps off of our flash storage. So not only the workloads are faster, but God forbid if the virtual machine went down, the restore is 20 times faster now than it ever used to be. We don't have to go to tape, we don't have to go to spin disk, we can just flash off of our flash back onto no spin disk, and the restore takes almost seconds to come back. A couple of things with stability. 2 things have happened. Number one, the platform that renders the file system is so much better. It's ONTAP, it's NFS, that's much more superior. So stability on the file system is much better. Behind the scenes, the cache is better, the CPUs are better, and of course there's no spin disk, so it's all flash. That is way more stable than what it used to be. Coupled together, the stability is maybe 600 to 700 times better now than it used to be 10 years ago. That's just the way it works now. Scalability is almost like Cache 22. It's excellent because you can quickly scale, it's on tap, you can keep adding cluster without a problem, both the nodes, the controllers, and of course the disk or the flash itself. The bad part about having scalability is the expense. It is extremely expensive currently to be able to scale so fast on flash. So what a lot of people are doing is, part of it is all flash, but as the data gets bigger, the archival, the older, the colder, migrates onto a slower, less expensive disk. So that's what we are doing as well. So far NetApp is amazing. We have and I always tell almost everybody, it depends on what type of team you have, what type of the sales team that you are handling or you're working with. Our sales team is phenomenal. So our support goes through them, and they know all the right people to call, and we get great support. Now, That is not true all across. There's great support and there's some mediocre support. So I can't generally give you, but for us it's phenomenal. So the initial setup for AFF was very quick and almost painless. So we had professional services come in, they put it together, and before we know, we were carving all our disks, all our LUNs, and migrating data. And of course, the data migration was also really fast for us. So just the history, we used to have older infrastructure. So a little less than a year, we got brand new infrastructure that's all flash. So we migrated it less than a year ago. So it was no pain whatsoever. So we have not connected our AFF to public cloud yet. We are not sure if we are going to do it because of PHI. So for any healthcare, it's extremely important to safeguard your security of your patients. So we are looking very deeply into how we are going to either go to public or keep some for private. And also, because of data analytics is coming our way, we want to make sure that the data that we're going to do analytics on is not on public cloud, because ingress and egress, we don't want to pay a lot of money to pull it back. So we are not there yet, but maybe next year, year and a half, we'll think about a public cloud. So total cost of ownership, again, has two different values to them as far as I'm concerned. It's my personal opinion. So the one value is just strictly the cost of it, the capital cost of that. Number two is the operational cost of it. So you got to look at the CapEx, how much it costs. That is a little higher currently than it would be in 2 or 3 years. Now, OpEx is where things are getting really nice. The maintenance is really less. The disks failure are really low. Your data issues or corruption is really low. So the CapEx is high currently. OpEx is getting almost, to almost insignificant numbers. FAS, on the way I would rate the product, NetApp, personally speaking, I don't think anybody is doing a NAS solution, a filer solution, better than NetApp. So if you only talk about NetApp's filer, all flash, I would give between 9 and 10 out of 10. It's I think one of the best of the breed currently in the market.